Запрошуємо до слова полковника Дмитра Гутсуляка, речника Міністерства оборони України.
Вітаю всіх. Вашій увазі інформація щодо подій в районі проведення операції Об'єднаних сил протягом минулої доби 10 травня та станом на сьогодні 11 травня. Протягом минулої доби обстановка на лінії розмежування залишалася без змін.
The Russian militias have been continuing for the last 24 hours shooting at the Ukrainian positions, and the Ukrainian positions were conducting active defense. In Lugansk area, the mortars of different calibers and the artillery of different types. For example, the mortars of 120 and 82 millimeter calibers were used not far from the village of Prichepilivka twice, and then twice also not far from Zalizne, and 3 times near Mayorsk, and 4 times near Zaitsevo. Not far from or in the areas rather of the villages Katerinivka, Zaitsevo, Mayorsk, several times were used the large caliber machine guns, and also 8 times the machine guns were used in the area of Novozvanivka. So in total there were 18 shootings and with the use of the large caliber artillery systems, 152 millimeters. In the Donetsk area there were 35 shootings, targeted shootings, and mortars of 120 and 82 millimeters were used twice not far from Avdiivka, and also the Butovka coal mine. Also the large caliber machine guns and small firearms were used in the areas of Vyazhnetoretsk, Krasnogorivka, Opytnopisky, Pavlopil, and some other villages. In total, during May the 10th, there were 55 targeted shootings detected. 18 shots were done with the large caliber artillery systems like 152 millimeter howitzers were used, or cannons, and also around 100 mines of smaller calibers. The Ukrainian servicemen were providing effective exchange of fire fired back at the pro-Russian militia, using also the small firearms and grenade launchers and large caliber machine guns. Those who were wounded have been, there were 3 people wounded. They were provided necessary medical assistance. In the first half of today, of May the 11th, there were 9 targeted shootings near Marinka and Shirokino. The small firearms were used, and machine guns. Ukrainian servicemen fired back using mostly firearms, small firearms. Since the beginning of this day of May the 11th, there have been no casualties among the Ukrainian servicemen. According to the information of the command of the combined forces in the area of eastern Ukraine, where the hostilities, the clashes are taking part, the provisional termination of functioning of the checkpoint Mariinka was terminated. Its functioning was terminated, and the red code was introduced temporarily by the Ukrainian side from 10:55 of today. According to the information of the main intelligence directorate of or department of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, the command of pro-Russian militias is increasing its options and its capacities for combat actions, and also according to the information of the Ukrainian military intelligence department, on May the 9th, for the celebration of the Victory Day, there were forced involvement of the local residents in the festivities dedicated to the Victory Day that was celebrated in what we call the quasi-republics of Lugansk and Donetsk. And also they are planning on May the 9th and the 12th to hold festivities on the occasion of the anniversary of the creation of these quasi-republics. On May the 10th, the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Four-Stars General Stepan Poltorak, made a working visit to the area of the combined forces operation in the territories of Donetsk and Lugansk oblasts. The main purpose of the visit was to control and to verify the completion of the tasks by the combined forces at this stage, meaning within the last 10 days, the first 10 days rather, of the operation of the combined forces. Minister Poltorak also heard the report of the director of or the head of the military intelligence department of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Lieutenant General Vasil Burba, and of the commander of the combined forces, Lieutenant General Sergei Naev, and the other officers of the command post and the headquarters of the combined forces in accordance with their areas of expertise. General Poltorak focused their attention on the need to improve the work on the enhancement of the strongholds of the Ukrainian armed forces, also the training of the reserves, and also the reduction of casualties among the personnel of the Ukrainian armed forces, as well as the improvement of the level of military discipline. Also, when the minister, in the course of the minister's visit in Donetsk and Lugansk oblasts, Minister Poltorak also greeted the servicemen of the 93rd Mechanized Brigade on the occasion of the anniversary of the establishment of that brigade. Also, the armed forces of Ukraine continue constructing housing for the servicemen who serve on the contracts. Specifically, 184 residential complexes are going to be constructed for 23,000 servicemen of contractors in the Ukrainian armed forces. The construction has been started in the territories of military bases in all over the territory of Ukraine, in 21 administrative regions of Ukraine, 21 oblasts. And the number of construction sites amounts to 25. A few weeks ago in Zhytomyr, in the territory of one of the military bases, the construction of the 3 hostels of improved design for the servicemen of the air assault units of the armed forces of Ukraine was started. Also, according to the data of the Defense Ministry of Ukraine, and with the assistance, financial assistance of the Trust Fund of NATO for medical rehabilitation, the training was organized in the sports training camp for winter sports of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Tisovets, for the rehabilitation of the servicemen of Ukrainian armed forces, where they can also spend time together with their families. That is all information that I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much for your attention.